What can I see? What can I see, chat? It happens. It happens to the best of us. It is evident that we are the best resilient channel on YouTube, Twitch, on the internet, big and serious. So yeah, welcome. We love. We ain't even sticking on the start. The stream is starting soon. Where we started and we just concluding what we were saying about the day on the A Greener World podcast with who? Your host, Well Done, aka Priest, right? You live on the Reppin' the Green Show live. Later on, we're gonna do the crafting corner again, big and serious for you again. If y'all love crafting, stick around for that. If y'all love DIY tutorials, stick around for that. If you love Grenada, Caribbean vibes, stick around for some special DIY tutorial I'm gonna make for you guys today. Alright, we're calling this one Underwater Grenada Bracelet. We might change it to Underwater 473 according to the length of the text. But that is the intention, and we're gonna design it for you guys today on stream. Big and serious, so stick around for that. Right now we're live on YouTube and we're live on Twitch. So if you want to see this vertical screen, then you might be watching this on YouTube. But if you want to see this wide screen, then don't be afraid to come over to Twitch where you can see this wide screen to pull the whole screen up. You know what I mean? You can pull up, you can watch this on your flat screen TV. You know what I mean? But don't worry, if you want to see this on YouTube later on, it will be re-uploaded, reposted as a restream or highlight later on, either on, and it will be on the long version will be on my Greens Era Live YouTube channel, and the highlighted version will be on my Greens Era my Greens Era channel. Also, yeah, we will cut it up and, you know, make some clips out of it too. So don't forget, you can also do it as well during the stream. Don't forget to clip your favorite parts, clip your favorite sections in the videos. What else? Also during the stream, you can leave a comment and your name will be added to be placed on the wall. And during the crafting corner later, you want to do you'll be doing the names, the people you'll be doing attendance. Sorry, my bad. We'll be doing the attendance later on, so stick around. Hopefully I want to see everybody in the crafting corner later. If you are a crafter, don't forget to get your materials, your beads, your cords, your fishing line, whatever it takes. Get it, and prepare. All right, because I was telling earlier, if I was to just go back to the conclusion of the story, and basically me telling you guys how my day was today, full of resilience, full of like real struggle and pain, and nobody else didn't care. I mean, nobody else didn't have to care, but at the end of the day, it's pain still, and I think it's all a part of the story of Green's era. You know what I mean? It should all add up to something beneficial for the community. So I just wanted to conclude the story where I was sharing with the meeting earlier on that Well, eventually it did turn out good, you know, but there was a little bit of resistance, you know, and there wasn't no apology for anything in terms of first to say the meeting was here, and then the meeting turned out to be somewhere else. Um, unless, well, if it is, it should always be a professional thing with people, I think. I mean, if it's a friend thing, then I understand. But if it's to be professional, then at least be professional and don't say it is professional and not deliver it professionally. That's what I think. But yeah, so during the meeting, uh, there was a little resistance where, as I was saying, I was talking to the first lady, while the second lady was in another meeting, and that was okay. You know what I mean? Nothing, there was no problem there. You understand me? And again, that person already knew me in terms of that's the client. You know, that person already bought a couple accessories from me already. You know what I mean? And guys, y'all probably seen that. No, I won't even go so deep, but I did react to those people on stream before, like when I did my Instagram. You know what I mean? So yeah, I thought like they saw the streams and they was hoping to collaborate and to move things forward, you know, because it's so futuristic, the approach of the way how we choose to compete with the other high fashion brands is so futuristic, you know. But I'm still, you know, rooting for the collaboration to go ahead, because as I said, after me and she spoke, I did have the meeting after with the next lady, and the next lady basically was a bit condescending, I would say, because at the end of the day, there was no apologies for the fact that she gave wrong information or she moved, as she said I move slow, but I think she's the one that moves slow with the information in terms of delivering the right information. So I'll meet you on a half, wherever the half is, and stick to it in terms of fulfilling the promises and to get the meeting done and complete. Because at the end of the day, by the time I reached to her chat, by the time I reached her and I'm having a meeting, there is no like a set time for the meeting to be concluded. It was only a set time for it to do something else. You know what I mean? They don't have a time limit for the meeting. They only had time for everything else. And yeah, I felt like this is not professional at all. I felt like, you know, it wasn't a very professional setting, and yeah, it was a bit disturbing for me. But at the end of the day, chat, who am I to complain? Again, I try to do little complaints and try to enjoy the process, enjoy the things, even if it's negative or positive. So this, after the second lady came, again, when I meant like she was being a little condescending, I mean that she was trying to get from me what I was basically trying to get from her, which is, if you invited me to a meeting, then I would want you to know your purpose, the reason, and in terms of foundation, how did you find my information? You know what I mean? Because you find my WhatsApp, number WhatsApp, now you found my phone number, you found my Instagram. I would love to know that you found my website too. I would also love to know that you found my streams, and I would love to hear you critique it before we even get into a collaboration idea. So as soon as the person came, they was already into the other person, like saying the other person support me, wear my stuff, and has a following that would like to know more about the creations and the creator. So I'm saying in that case, if it's marketing, yes, I understand marketing. Everybody needs marketing. But if you didn't know that I do streams and I do my own marketing myself, then how are we collaborating? It's with the same marketing. It's like some people don't, like, I don't know how to put it, but again, that's why you have different departments for in businesses. You know what I mean? You have the marketing department, you have the sales department, you have production, and which when you go to the main office and whatever your complaints or whatever your situation may be, they would divert you to the right department. You know what I mean? After they leave one department and go to the right department, they no longer has any responsibility over you. So it's to get to the right department and to collaborate with the right set of people. Let me give you all advice. If you're going for a job, go straight to the supervisor, the manager, or the boss. Do not leave any application to the secretary or to the security or to anybody on the desk. Your aim is to find the manager, seek out the manager or the supervisor, and make interactions, right? Do follow-ups with. You know what I mean? You want the main person. So, no longer I'm speaking with the main person, I'm speaking with the second person in command, and the second person in command don't know anything about me. Think about it. The second person in command only speaking on behalf of what they know about the lady, the first person in command. But I'm saying if this first person in command leave you to conclude a meeting, then how are you to conclude it without knowing me? Then that's not a conclusion. See what I'm saying? I mean, at the end of the day, you know what I thought? I conclude that, you know, typical females, you know, looking for instructions, they'll be like, well, if there was some instructions that was needed here, somebody could have said something and say, you know what, just like when the during COVID time, the Ministry of Health, I think, no, the Ministry of Tourism, right? The Ministry of Tourism with the Pure Grenada people, the people at the office at the Pure Grenada department, the Grenada Tourism Authority. At that time, I had that booth in front of the Esplanade Mall. They took us and they brought us into a conference room in a stadium, and they spilled the beans. They was like, they don't know what to do about COVID, really and truly. So they bring all of the vendors in to basically share advice and to really gain more insight and knowledge on what should be a solution for COVID. So, what do you think Grenada do? At the end of the day, if you're telling me that you don't have a solution for what you have us locked up for and 6 feet apart for and wearing masks for, that means the wearing of the mask and the 6 feet is not even a solution. Can you believe it? You're telling me that you don't have a solution for COVID, but you already have people wearing masks, social distancing, and doing all kind of weird thing, which is taking instructions from somebody else. You basically taking instructions for somebody else and coming and pretend to me that you're not taking no instructions and you're looking for a solution. Which solution you're trying to look for when you're already taking instructions from the solution, from the people who claim they have the solution? So I think about the meeting today similar to that. It's like, okay, you don't have a plan, but you're coming to me for one without a charge. That's where I find it was weird. It's like, oh, you'll come to me without a charge. And she mentioned the word consulting. She's doing consulting for another person. So I'll be like, who am I? The brand, I know. How does a brand operate? With an owner and a designer without in her knowledge, and missing the main person in action, which is the fashion consultant. Now you're a consultant, I'm a consultant, and we can come together and collaborate. That's where to me. See what I'm saying? So you could be a consultant and I can't. Or you had to be consultant and I'll be the one maybe who is the designer or the owner of the brand, and I have to take that position while you take the position of consulting, and I had to leave my consulting out of the picture. A lot of people don't understand collaboration. I'm gonna break it down for you. Media don't necessarily collaborate with other media companies. That's one. No, brands collaborate with other brands or other artists or models or, you know, so on and so forth, right? But the bottom line is everybody need somebody. It takes two hands to clap. So the best thing in collaborating is studying first. Study your market. Study study your market. Know your market, right? Study the competitors who are in the market, right? Study the people who are like-minded, similar, may not be direct competitors, but maybe similar, right? And therefore you would have something to build on, like who to collaborate with, who to maybe who to give a sponsorship to, or who to ask for sponsorship, or who to basically build with, basically. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, if it don't know these details, then it'll be hard for you to bridge the gap of collaboration. I heard a talk about Donald Trump one time, and I heard that Donald Trump will take like 15 minutes or less in a negotiation room to know whether or not a deal is a good deal or not. I think that's an important piece of information for us to think about, especially when it's time time or is money? Check the name of the brand, Greens Era. Do I have time involved? Yes. Era means time. Do I have money involved? Yes. I'm an investor plus greens also means money. So you could read it as money time, money era. So if time is money and I'm wasting time, then how much am I representing my brand is the question. See, if time is money and I'm the founder, I'm the fashion consultant behind the brand, or anybody else to collaborate with the brand, let's say a model to collaborate with the brand or an artist to collaborate with the brand, but to them, time doesn't represent anything. Time doesn't have no value. To them, time is to be wasted. To them, time is cheap. To them, time is not equal luxurious. It won't be an easy collaboration if you see that way. Whoever see that way would not be able to collaborate with this brand. Also, it's just like getting a job again. If you plan to cohesively build with somebody or a brand and you do not know them, then how cohesive and how well are you building? Or, how well can you build without the equal yoke? Without being equally yoked. According to the Most High, how can we move together if we're not equally yoked? Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the likes. I appreciate all the big and serious. Resilient, like, whoa, we're not going to stop. We're not going to end. We're going to stay persistent and we're going to get to the goal and destination. But yeah, chat, I had to give y'all this story today about, resilient in a lack of professional type of form. A lot of us go through lack of professionalism every day. It's not just me alone. You know what I mean? My aim today is to strengthen the community. Wherever we're weak at, we should be strong. I'm praying to the Most High in due time we could all get to that destination of where our ancestors was. Because as they know, how we start is how we're going to finish. How we start is how we're going to finish. So we should all stay in remembrance of how our ancestors did it. And I want to remind you guys again that I'm not a hustler, and none of my ancestors was hustlers. Maybe yours was. Maybe your ancestors was hustlers. But my ancestors that came from Africa, Ethiopia, Africa, Shashamali, Africa, them people was never hustlers. Them people was only aligned perfectly to all the blessings in the universe. Perfect soil, perfect temperature, environment, perfect everything, alignment with the universe. Perfect. Right? So at the end of the day, my aim is to build with those who already have the information the information that was told from my parents. My aim is to build with you guys, not to steal back the information, but to humble myself in front of the world and to gain the information, learn the information. So far, so good, chat. Y'all seen the resilience. Y'all seen me learning all type of 7 African powers information. There should be more to learn. There should be much, much more to learn, especially from our ancestors and from our forefathers, people who was here. You know what I mean? There should be lots more to learn. We should be digging the dirt, trying to figure it out. One time I'm campaigning on the beach, more condescending era conversation for you. I'm campaigning on the beach and a lady said to me that she does these things. She's an elder lady, older than me by 2 or 3 times. And she's telling me I'm campaigning to her with the accessories. I'm trying to find out which one is the best one for her. And she was like, I used to make them things. And she's being very condescending, and she's like, she's basically saying she don't need them things. She don't need what I have. Why? Because she used to make them things. Not making them things, but she used to make them things. Maybe when she was a child. Maybe when she was a kid. Maybe when she was a youth. You know? She used to make them things. But right now, she don't make them things, and she have no compliments for me, basically. She have no acknowledgements for me, basically. She have no nothing good to say, basically, about me and the Gucci of the Caribbean, or me and my equal luxury, or me and my one-of-one pieces. Right? So I think I told her this. I said, what happens after 2025? She was shocked. She didn't even understand where that conversation going. But chat, with me, sometimes I don't know to think fast, because sometimes the more side has been moving through me. Even I decided to think afterwards what just happened. Oh, what just happened for real? Like, how do I explain what just happened? And yeah, when I thought back at it, and I think about the answer I gave that lady when she was being so condescending and so negative, I thought that was a W answer. I thought it was a perfect answer. For real. If you could tell me another way that you think I should answer, chat, because I don't know it all. I don't know everything. You know what I mean? But if you could see a better way or give me another way, I'll probably consider it. I could have more than one ammunition up my sleeve dealing with this situation. But yeah, what would you say? And what did I mean when I say what are you going to do next year? I was like, I know to me, I didn't say this, but I know she won't have an answer to the question. She won't have an answer to the question because she keeps saying she used to do them things. No, maybe I could have asked her, well, which one looks like the one that she used to make? Right? I could have asked her that, right? I could have asked her, well, tell me, which one looks like something you used to make? And I probably could have started a conversation there, but as I was saying, she was being condescending, and she was with another male who was also being condescending. So at the end of the day, I just, hey, sometimes I have to reciprocate. You know what I mean? Sometimes I had to learn to reciprocate. That don't mean I had to get upset. That means I just had to give them back the same energy. That don't mean you're upset. No, that just means you're delivering something. You're delivering the same energy back to the person. You ain't trying to, you know what I mean, being in a value decision. Forget that. Right, chat? So, the reason I ask that is because I know if you had to compete out here, you had to have a plan, chat. See why we had to get back to the plan again? Now, if I don't have a plan, you think I could defend myself in any kind of war? If I don't have a plan, if the brand don't have a plan, you think anything can happen and I could just stand up within it and face it? And I can just be strong all the time? No, chap. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it all boils down to resilience. You know? So big up to all who coping with the condescending era, big and serious. I want to say, I should definitely give all ourselves a round of applause. You know, for being patient with yourselves, for having so much love for yourself, for your enemies, and having so much love for the Creator that you could do these things. These things going to be inevitable for you. I don't doubt anyone or all you being great, you know, but greatness is for those who practicing every day, chat. Chat. Greatness is for people who practicing every day. W 1950. Chat, we at 1,950 subscribers. W's. See what resilience cause? More subscribers. Thank you guys. I really, really appreciate all of it. W's in the chat. Woo! Celebration. Give yourselves another round of applause, man. For real. Where we at? Give yourself another round of applause. 1950 in the chat. That's a W. For really though. 1950 in the chat. 1,950 subscribers. Woo-wee. Let's go. Thank you. 50 more for the 2K. We got 50 more for the 2K. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Abundance of blessing to you and you and you and you and you. I'm so happy and grateful now that we are just 50 subscribers away from 2K, 2,000 subscribers. I really, really and truly appreciate this platform. I really and truly appreciate this community. W community. W's, everybody spam W's in the chat. everybody spam W's in the chat for me, please, right now. How y'all day going? Antonio Lira, say hi. Hail up, Antonio Lira, what's really good? Thanks for the like, thanks for subbing up, thanks for the comment. Big up, big up, big up. Antonio Lira, say hi. What? Oh, blessings. Excuse. What's really good, Antonio Lira? You will get your name on the wall today, man. Big and serious. For real, man. W's in the chat. Hold on, let me see if I see it. Let me see it coming. Let me see. It's coming by. How come I can't see the comment though? I can't see a comment, Antonio, but I can't see it on the screen. I can't see it popping up. But welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a blessed day like I am right now. You're going to get your name written on the wall. It's been a while since we do this too. Stick around for the crafting corner. We will be doing the attendance for the crafting corner later. Make sure to attend the crafting corner later. We'll be making the underwater Grenada bracelet. Get ready for that. It will be a W bracelet. It will be it's a W idea, and no, already seeing the flow, already seeing the likes on this video. I can imagine how much people are anticipating how this bracelet is going to be. But if you guys plan to be crafting with me, don't forget to get your tools ready, get your materials ready, get your bracelets ready. Get your beads ready, get your cords ready, and be prepared. Okay? Be prepared, Antonio. Be prepared, Antonio Lira. Yes, and I also found a new place to put some of these sticky notes, which is the wall kind of getting a little small, Well, so I've been deciding to put on the refrigerator. See, plan to put on the refrigerator whenever this pull up. Whenever the showcase pull up, we will be adding names to the refrigerator. Big and serious. For real. So yeah, I want to say good morning, top of the morning to everybody watching me right now. We're live streaming from Grenada in the Caribbean right now. My name is Wildon, they call me Priest, and we're doing this a Greener World podcast, big and serious. Subscribe for more a Greener World podcast. Right now we're getting into the next segment of the show, right? You can see us. Let me give you all the intro. Hey up! Welcome to the Reppin' the Green Show. My name is Wildon, aka Priest. I'll put on my shades. You know, when you're watching the Reppin' the Green Show live from Grenada in the Caribbean Sea, you know what I mean? We're live at the crafting corner right now, as you can see, and we're about to make a Grenada underwater bracelet, or an underwater Grenada bracelet. Not a bracelet necessarily for it to go underwater with, but hopefully it could be like a bracelet you could go in the water with and it could survive for a long time, right? But it's underwater Grenada bracelet, because we're talking about the underwater sculpture park in Grenada, the one and only sculpture park in the world, the whole world. All right. We're going to give you some information. We're going to research some information on the water, on the underwater sculpture park, and we're going to come up with ideas. You know what I mean? While we're doing a little research, finding out about the underwater park, we'll be coming up with ideas to formulate the bracelet. So you guys, the chat will be definitely included in this bracelet making session today. I need you guys to come on in by the crowds, share this video, make it go viral. I need to see at least 50 people in the classroom today. You know what I mean? We're about to do the attendance soon. I want to see everybody in the crafting corner, right? From I see a name and I call it your name, I want you to say hello. I want you to spam the green heart or the wave. You know what I mean? So let's get into it. The crafting corner, we'll be making the underwater Grenada bracelet inspired by the Grenada underwater sculpture park. Big and serious already? Let's get into it. W intro. Let's go. How you mean, chat? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Talk to me. Talk to me. Yes, indeed. And again, indeed. How y'all feeling? Talk to me. How y'all day going? How y'all day going, chat? One second, chat. One second. Yeah, guys, so how y'all day going? The first time we tried to do this stream, unfortunately I had to cut off. It's good to see everybody back here again, big and serious. Let me organize this for you guys. Let me do this for you guys. Where is it? So yeah, I just checked ChatGPT and asked for some information. Grenada's underwater sculpture park, right? I see some Molineux / Molineux Bay, right? That's where it's located, I guess. Okay. All right. So, key facts about the underwater sculpture park. Yow. I'm gonna fix this. I don't think this is the right. Let me fix this for you guys. For yeah, it's full of the screen. So yeah, let me continue reading for you guys while yeah, I had to fix that right quick. Right. Cool. So, key facts. The underwater sculpture park is off the west coast of Grenada in the Molineux Bouchejou Marine Protected Area. Okay, created by British artist Jason D. Carres, right? Jason D. Carres Taylor, and the first and first installed in 2006. I met this guy before. I know this guy. Guy, cool individual. You know, you speak to him, very cool, calm, collective, explain things well, illustrate things well, and just like to smile. And just likes to smile. He's such a great individual, charming individual. W. Jason in the chat. Right? First installed in 2006. Contains 65 to 80 plus sculptures. Alright? Depending on expansion, using marine safe concrete and rebar. Depth of sculpture park is about 5 to 8 meters. Right? They say 16 to 26 feet. So they are accessible by snorkeling, diving, or glass bottom boat. Okay? Purpose and significance. Serves as an art installation plus artifactual reef. Artificial reef. Right. Plus artificial reef, which helps regenerate marine life in damaged zones. Helps relieve pressure of natural reefs. Interesting. Helps relieve pressure of natural reefs. The structures are designed to encourage coral growth. That's for the texture, the concrete, you know, the pH, natural materials. So marine organisms can colonize them. Okay, so W for the nature. This is good for the environment. Right? Many pieces reflect Grenadian culture, folklore, life, transformation, unity. For example, the vicissitude, the vicissitudes, VICISSITUDES, vicissitudes. I wonder what Google say about this, bro. What Google say about this? What Google say about this? What Google saying about this, man? Because it's so difficult to find Google these days. VICISS. Vicissitude. A change of circumstances or fortune. A change of circumstances or fortune. Typically one that is unwelcomed or unpleasant. Her husband's sharp vicissitudes of fortune. Vicissitude. Woo. Vicissitude. Chat. Vicissitude. What do you think about that? All right, so some job friends, let me fix this. What y'all think about the vicissitude? You learn a new word today, chat. They're gonna see this. The vicissitude. Y'all seen it? The vicissitude. Children holding hands. Those correspondent and on still life. Interesting. Many pieces reflect Grenadian culture, folklore, life transformation, unity. For example, the vicissitude. Children holding hands. That is one. The lost correspondent, and another is on still life. On still life, the lost correspondent, children holding hands, vicissitude. I think we could, think about all of that when we're creating, maybe specific colors, maybe black, you know what I mean, to represent the children, maybe to represent the black people, the actual sculptures, you know what I mean, in terms of colors. Remember, it's a bracelet, so we can't do too much. I mean, we could even include the name vicissitude in the bracelet. But who would understand? You see a bracelet and you mark vicissitude. Would you question? I mean, you would question what it means, but a lot of people wouldn't even be able to pronounce it. Chat, I should get your opinion. If y'all think I should make a bracelet with the name vicissitude on it and incorporate that in the underwater Grenada bracelet, which is for the sculpture park. If y'all think I should, write the name vicissitude on it, let me know. Visiting info. Departures of snorkeling or diving tours, usually St. George's or Grand Anse. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes by boat to reach the park from departure points. Why is it great for... Damn. I guess there we have it, chat. There we have it. The vicissitude. You're gonna see this. So yeah, let me know about any ideas y'all may have for us to do this bracelet big and serious. So we're going ahead with our lives, big and serious. Right. We're going ahead with our lives. We're going ahead with our lives. Yeah. So that's it about that. Y'all want us to watch some YouTube videos about it? Yeah, let me watch some YouTube videos. I know a channel we could watch called Aquanauts Grenada. Let's check out Aquanauts Grenada channel right now. Let's go now. Aquanauts Grenada channel. YouTube. Yes. Let me see if I get a video here. underwater sculpture park Grenada by Aquanauts Grenada. Only 714 views, and it was uploaded 9 years ago. Let's check it out right now. Are you ready for this? Wow, nice blue water shot. I think we can consider some nice blue in the, you see how you looking nice blue in the water. So you can see we already have the black to represent the sculptures. We're going to use the blue to represent the water. And what else we see? We see in the sand. We could use like a kind of goldish brown to represent the sand. Look, you can see the sand, the blue water, blue to represent the blue water, a sand. We could add like seashells, you know what I mean? We could add like seashells to it to make it dressy up, you know what I mean? Yeah, let's see if we see another video. This one is short, but this one is a little longer, but from a different channel.
The most fascinating adventure for those who love to explore the undersea world is the coral reef in the tropical waters. In the past 50 years, scuba divers and snorkelers travel to these locations to enjoy the coral reef as tourists. More recently, local governments and diving communities have joined up to create what are known as artificial reefs, where man-made objects such as derelict ships and other structures are placed on the barren ocean floor, where a new reef oasis will naturally form, seeded by man's placement of these high-profile structures. In the past decade, a number of locations have enlisted the talents of artists to create underwater museums of sculptures that also serve as a coral reef enhancement. Grenada is one such location we recently visited. The sculpture park is easily accessible via boat from the main port of St. George, 2 miles north of the capital on the west coastline. The sculptures are situated in a variety of depths of water with a maximum of 35 feet. The park is visited daily by scuba divers, snorkelers, and glass-bottom boats. The first of these sculptures was initiated by a world-renowned sculpturist who helped get the park started. Jason DeClaire Taylor set out to use his works, which are derived from life casts of the local community. He installed concrete figures into the ocean floor, mostly consisting of a range of human forms, from solitary individuals to a ring of children holding hands facing outwards. After entering the water at Grenada's Molinaire Bay, we first see our first sculpture, the Lost Correspondent. The Lost Correspondent was installed in 2006 at a depth of 25 feet. We see a lone concrete figure at a desk typing on a typewriter. The sculptures in this bay are not placed in true artificial reef tradition, which is a barren, sandy bottom, but rather in a museum-like setting in the valleys between the natural reef bottom, where they simply add to the existing reef growth. Soon we are greeted by a rather large spotted eagle ray who is eager to guide us to other locations in the park's collection of sculptures. Here, Grenadian Troy Lewis has installed a sculpture that has now become one of the main attractions, the Christ of the Deep. An adaptation of Rio de Janeiro's Christ the Redeemer statue. Instead of Christ looking down on Rio, his arms are stretched upwards, looking toward the surface. There are other
Wow.
similar Christ of the Deep statues we have seen, such as the one in Key Largo, Florida.
Wow. W statue. You see that they shoot down, just down there, just in the deep. Like a real road, like you stand up in the middle of the road.